This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have some very special guests here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, Waco. My name is Yvonne.
And my name is Hayden.
And who are you guys here with?
We are Alleycat.
Woo woo! Well, thank you guys so much for coming into the studio today. One of the first questions I love to ask my guests when they come on the show is, what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native? Tell me your Waco journey.
Absolutely. I am originally from South Texas, the RGV, Port Isabel to be exact. What brought us to Waco was actually my husband's job, SpaceX.
Aww.
And
We love SpaceX.
Love SpaceX. Especially when the house, is shaking and
Yeah.
rocking.
My windows rattling.
Yeah. And we've been here 8 years now and
Wow.
love the community here at Waco.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I've been here for 12-ish, I guess, 12 and a half or something like that. I came here in 2011 to go to Baylor.
Wow.
And got my degree in medical humanities.
Wow.
And I'm not doing anything with that at the moment, but just stayed here. A lot of people my age kind of sticking around and investing in Waco and just kind of, I don't know, I think a lot of us just kind of silently looked at each other and said, what if we, instead of, because when I went to Baylor, everybody was talking about leaving Waco. You're here 4 years and you leave. So it kind of was, what if we just kind of all stayed around and did some cool new stuff.
Yeah.
And it kind of has built on itself. So I feel fortunate to be kind of part of that thrust in that community.
I love that. And it's so amazing hearing that you guys have been a part of the Waco ecosystem for so long. And your story actually resonates with so many other creatives I've had on the podcast. They come here for school. Sometimes they leave, go off, get that culture, and then come back and bring it here in Waco, or have lived other lives and then bring it here in Waco. So it's so important to see these perspectives here in our community, and then coming together to do some cool stuff. So tell me how you two found each other and what you guys do.
Sure. So we've worked together. Well, we know each other through other means, through just people that know each other, and that's how we met each other. But the formation of our relationship and why we're still together and working together is that we work together at Dichotomy down the street. Well, actually, just right outside this window.
Shout out Dichotomy. We love you guys.
And so we worked together there for 2 years, 3 years.
2
2 years. I was there for 5. She was there for 2.
Wow.
And so we bartended together there. And so we're taking this next step together as well.
Yay. And we are here today to talk about the exciting event you guys are doing this weekend. So tell me all about it.
Oh, we're so excited. One day approached us and offered us, the opportunity to do a pop-up.
Kyler, shout out.
Absolutely. At One Day, and we're so thankful for the community, and they've just welcomed us, with open arms. And so, yes, Saturday we'll be there from 6 to 1,
Yep.
Doing the Alleycat thing.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah. So we put together some drinks that we haven't put out before, somewhat seasonal. They're not totally that way, but they're inspired a little bit, wintry cocktails somewhat. And so we're breaking them out just for this one day only. And we're really thankful for that kind of. I mean, they're letting us take over their bar for a Saturday, which is awfully nice, especially during the busiest month of the year.
Yeah.
So it's a good sign and good collaboration that we're just glad to be part of.
I love that. One Day is going to have a full weekend. Friday night is their pop-up market. They're going to be hosting in collaboration with Eastside.
Right.
You guys are doing a full bar takeover on Saturday. It sounds like one you're definitely not going to want to miss out on. I know we talked about this a little bit before we were recording, but tell me about your business model. What do you guys do?
Yeah, so it's a little bit it's a lot bit we're figuring it out as we go. So neither of us has business ownership experience, and
Same.
We're just fortunately, and we could kind of go off on a little side road about the help that we've had from people in Waco. There's so many people at different stages in the entrepreneurship journey that have certainly helped us so far and continue to help us in the future. But yeah, we our main goal and our main kind of passion is to have a brick and mortar spot somewhere within like the edges of downtown somewhat is what we're hoping for. We want to be a neighborhood cocktail bar. And while we're waiting on that / looking for that to happen, we're doing mobile stuff. So we've got a fully operational 2-well bar cart that we can take anywhere. It's completely self-contained, and we're ready to work weddings and parties and host classes and do all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of a little pivot that we made earlier this year. When we realized that it was going to take us a little bit longer to open up a physical space. And so, but it's actually been a really cool thing to, learn about and kind of be really flexible with in a very literal way is we can just show up anywhere. And we don't have much overhead, and we don't have much, we're able to do kind of whatever we want to do and whatever people will allow us to do.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We'll keep that as a part of our business as we go on into the next year, as we open up the brick and mortar and still keep doing really cool mobile bartending services.
I love that. That sounds fantastic. And what would you say is like the main mission behind your business?
So a big word that we have is accessibility. Mm-hmm. We really want to, in every way, show that cocktails are really at their core simple and connective for everybody who chooses to drink them. So many people are intimidated by them, or whether it's making them in their own home, or going out to a certain place, or going out with their friends, or if they're concerned about what they're drinking. There's so many jokes about getting something in a man's glass, or it's a girly cocktail. Mm-hmm. And there's all these kinds of things these kind of barriers that people have built up in their minds. And rightly so. I mean, it's very understandable. But as somebody I came into this, everybody who does come into this industry knew nothing at some point. Yeah. And everybody who knows something at some point had somebody teach them, or they learned it themselves. And they kind of went through it. And so, whether you have 50 years of experience or 5 days, there's something that you have to offer, and there's something that you can enjoy. And that goes for the guest that's coming into our space that we're sharing with, that we're excited to serve. And that also goes for the people that we have the pleasure of working with, and making sure that people feel like they have the fulfillment of the workspace and feel supported, and know that Cocktails is a safe place to be. It's to have a good job.
I love that.
It's not like dirty and less than, or it's not something that you do on the side and what's your real job. It's something that's very good in and of itself.
I love that.
And we want to just kind of we've just been benefited so much by people who have had that approach, and it's infectious. And so we want to kind of work on that and have that be something that Waco knows.
Yeah, definitely nurturing that and building a community. Mm-hmm. And what I'm looking forward to the most is just ensuring that everybody, as soon as they step into Alleycat, you are where you belong. Mm-hmm. Come as you are, build a community, and offering that level of hospitality is definitely our top of our goal. So
Yeah. One thing that we want to do when we have this space, which is we can't really do it when we only have the cart and we're kind of subject to the spaces that we roll into. But one thing that we think about when we think about our plans for that space is when people come in, we want them to know that they're in the right place. Yeah. And that really requires a lot of us, forethought on our work and our planning and our communication and our training to make sure that people know that they are in the right place, because that could mean 1,000 different things for 1,000 different people. But we want to show up as people need us to be.
Yeah. I love that. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. And again, thank you so much for sharing that with us and really just creating this space for our community to come together and enjoy some good cocktails. With that, we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. And now for a word from our sponsors.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. For sure. You can find us on Instagram at @bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those two also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and
vinyl.
So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Hi, and welcome to Bustles and Bangers with your hostess, Rachel and Christopher.
I love it when you say my name.
And you didn't say hi.
I didn't. You just kept going. I'm going to introduce the book. I'm not reading it
It's
because I don't like reading.
girls like cowboy butts, and those jeans don't hide anything. Find us on Instagram at Bustles and Bangers or on roguemedianetwork.com.
And now, back to the episode. All right, and we're back. So we were just talking about this exciting event that's going to be happening this Saturday, full bar takeover. It's going to be an amazing event for accessibility and inclusivity in our community through some amazing drinks. One of the first things I love to ask when we get back from break is, what would you guys like to see more of in Waco?
I have a very bartender-specific answer to
Ooh.
that, and that is late-night food.
Yes. Oh my gosh. There's none.
There's 1,000 taco trucks, which we love
Yes.
and support and have very strong opinion. You got your
I have mine.
your Taco Z, your La Milpa, your Las Trancas, etc. But I just can't believe it. And it. Not only are there not really any late night spots besides taco trucks, but the places close at like 9.
Yeah.
So even if you get off shift at like 8, let's say you open the bar and you get off shift and it's 8 o'clock. Okay, it's 8:15, 8:30. By the time you get somewhere, you're not gonna. Now you don't want to be the person to order something at 8:30 because they're trying to get out of there at 9.
Yep.
So if there was a place like a Waffle House or hopefully like a local like kind of iteration of it, that
We
could
need a
just be
24-hour diner.
a 24-hour diner would be
Ooh.
awesome. But I mean, we guess we have like IHOP and stuff.
Well,
But a place, and especially on this side of 35,
Yeah, not the grease pit.
it would be amazing. They would make so much. You could have like a 3-item menu,
Yeah.
and they would make so much money from hospitality workers and other people who, just like work an untraditional work schedule.
Yeah.
Let's go over to this place because they're open till 2 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd love. It could even be like, it doesn't even have to be like a building. That'd be nice. You could go in and sit down, but just something that would be like, could be a window.
I love
you
that.
know. I everybody
No
that
one's
I
ever
talk
said
to,
that, so-
all of the bartenders and service people that I talk to are like, yeah, that'd be great. We've just been saying that for
Yeah,
years.
it'd be great.
So
That's
that
what
would be,
happens in Waco.
That would be. It just needs to be one too. As long as it's like good.
As long as it's good.
It just needs to be one.
I've got an idea. It'll be
Ooh.
next
Ooh.
to Alleycat.
That-
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
That's perfect. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
already franchising.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brand building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be
Franchise building.
Alleycat,
Oh.
Alligato,
Alligato.
Domo Alligato.
rice bowls and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see more family-owned grocery stores.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that.
Smaller, like neighborhood grocery stores, where they've got maybe 5-6 aisles, but you find everything that you need. Yeah, I I want to see more.
That would be
That'd be great.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Especially providing fresh and local produce.
Mhm.
I'm so lucky because I just found out actually one of the vendors at the farmers markets, the microgreens lady, she has a microgreens program. You can subscribe every month at $7. I'll tag her in this. But you can actually subscribe to her and she will deliver fresh microgreens on your doorstep
Really?
for $7 a month.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm
gonna do that.
literally like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm losing my mind.
No-brainer.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
You got to support that. You got to do that.
Absolutely.
I was like, microgreens for $7? It's a deal. It's a done
Yeah.
deal.
So is that,
So now you know about that. But
That's a great
what
option. Yeah,
else? What
absolutely.
else
Yeah.
do we have?
Yeah.
We really need these, local produce. We need more local restaurants. Food is what brings people together. Cocktails is what brings people together.
Absolutely.
There's nothing more that can build community than having a good drink and eating a good meal.
Absolutely.
And that's true for almost everybody, especially our local Wacoans.
Yeah.
With that, of course, it is coming up on the new year. You guys are talking about what you guys have going on, this hopes for a brick and mortar, but what are some of your goals for 2024?
I mean, eyes are on that biggest point is to be open.
Do you guys have a location in mind, or are you guys still just feeling it
We're
out?
still feeling it out. We're optimistic, very cautiously optimistic about a thing or two that could work out. So we're not completely at ground zero, but
Yeah.
we're like at ground one.
Cool.
But yeah, it just takes one property. So if you have one that's like anywhere between 1,000 and 3,000 square feet ish for reasonable,
Downtown
like
Waco.
we will be good tenants and we'll pay on time and stuff, But yeah, it just takes one. So that's
Yeah.
our biggest thing. This year we has been a huge learning experience, and we've done things pretty slowly, but also like we
It's
got
hard.
our LLC.
Yeah.
We've
I just got mine 2 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
I'm still reeling.
yeah, like the government gave us like this official looking document, and like, okay, we have a
Yeah.
tax number. I got our QuickBooks account set up, So, we feel good about those like really baby steps that baby entrepreneurs need to do. So hopefully we can start taking a little bit larger, more like visible steps
I
in the
love
new year.
that.
That's all that I think about, really.
love that.
So I can't really think beyond that. I don't know. I mean,
And definitely just pushing forward with our mobile bar. So if you have a wedding, you've got a party, an event, definitely hit us up. Let us know. But growing that side of the business as well, like
Yeah.
Hayden
Yeah.
mentioned before, that will be a part of the business, a facet of the business that we will continue once we have our brick and mortar. So
Yeah.
definitely growing that as well.
I love
yeah,
that.
what we an ideal world would be, we have the brick and mortar open. Everybody loves us. We're super valuable in the community, and we just have a great time, and our dreams come true. But then people can come in and go, wait, are you serious? You'll come like bartend my wedding? Like, yeah. And so like it's something that they already would love.
Yeah.
They go, no way, check this out. Just like I would freak out
Yeah.
if I could hire some of my favorite bars to show up for my events.
That sounds
Like that
amazing.
would be like, oh, we should definitely like splurge on that a little bit because this is gonna be awesome. So just like have that be something that we can continue to like deliver
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
I love that. That's absolutely fantastic. And that's such a good goal to have because it's not only qualitative, it's quantitative, it's experiential.
Yeah.
You're creating something honestly from nothing.
Yeah.
And building something in our community that's not here. And it sounds like again, you guys have really just been such a cornerstone and getting involved and really just meeting some amazing people in our community that have helped you through this whole process, which all entrepreneurs need,
100%,
especially here in Waco.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you guys want to shout out that's helped you along this journey?
There's a lot of people. Carol Ferguson's great. She knows everybody.
Keep Waco beautiful.
Yeah,
Whoop,
Keep
whoop.
Waco
Love
Beautiful.
you.
She's does everything, and she's super connective and always been a good support. Clint Trimble's been great. He's kind of run this road already. There's many roads that I've run already, so he's
Glass
fun.
Phoenix. Woo woo.
Yeah, Glass
We
Phoenix
love
out
Glass
there.
Phoenix.
Yeah. Those are two big people that come to mind.
I love that.
I mean, we have a great set of people who, all of our friends are very excited and supportive about us. Share our posts and whatever. But also, there's a lot of people that I run into. So I'm at the wine shop right now, and there's people that come in and out, and because
Shout out
'cause,
Carter.
Yeah, Carter's great.
Whoop, whoop,
Yeah,
we
Carter,
love you. Shout out some of
David.
our thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. So everybody, people come in and be like, "Wait, you're doing like that bar thing, right?" Like, "Oh, well, I'm just like, that's so great. That's so cool. Like, we'll be there." So there's a lot of people whose names I don't know, or just kind of in passing, really give me confidence that this is something that people will find value in. And that's, I guess, the flip side of like doing something that's this like creative and like you said, from nothing. It's like, I hope that when we do all of this work and we really believe in it and we open the doors, I hope people care.
Yeah.
I hope people show up. That would be really sad if they didn't. And so, but I don't really have that fear so much anymore, whereas I would have, in the first half of this year, certainly so. Just because the community at large has been so vocally, earnestly kind of behind us.
I love that.
Yeah, definitely wanting to shout out our community. Again, just kind of going back on what Hayden is saying, they've been so supportive. And anytime we've had like just a little setback, they're there with words of encouragement. So definitely shout out to our community, our industry. I've met nothing but support from other bars, bartenders, bar owners. So super thankful for that. And a shout out to my husband, Antonio, who's been a big support and a source of never-ending encouragement for me. So
Yeah, Tony's great. Yeah, and so Mackenzie
Yeah.
as well. Also does a lot of our graphics, my fiance. So very creative, very supportive, has been telling me this whole time about how good of an idea this is. So, and how, much people need it and blah, blah, blah. And really, makes me believe that, like what you were saying before about like, people need to come together over this kind of thing. Like, cause I'm just like, I just really like making drinks and like hosting. Is that noble? Is that worthwhile?
A spirit of hospitality.
Yeah. And she'll be like, it is. It's really like you're doing something that people need and people have always been doing. And, so that her perspective is really valuable.
Yeah. And if it means anything, as soon as I saw you guys, what you guys are going to be doing, the pop-up one day, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get in touch with these people. They're so cool.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
really,
Thank you
again,
for inviting us.
I'm sure I feel other people feel this way. And just your accessibility and how I was able to just slide in your DMs and reach out and get to talk with you guys. It's crazy how sometimes people forget that there's people behind the other side of the screen.
100%.
Yeah.
And there's people on the other side of the bar, like you can just talk to them. They are also people.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
again, just providing that community, that community context even. But with that, of course, how can people get in touch with you? How can people find out more about what you're doing? Where can you find you? Find all the things.
It's really, we're at Alleycat Waco on anything that we're on. So alleycatwaco.com, Alleycat Waco on Instagram. I set up a Venmo account the other day. I think it's kind of all we have, but that's really all that you need. So we have booking forms. We have information in like a booking form on the website that'll just kind of ask you some questions if you want us to come to your house or at your wedding venue or something. That helps us better to start that dialogue with you. Or if you just have any questions, you can reach out that way. There also is a job application form on there. We're obviously not hiring right now, but that will
But
be
you will
something
be, right?
we will be. So that'll be something that we appreciate too. But yeah, Alleycat Waco on Instagram is going to be. I have my notifications turned on for that, so that's why I saw your message so quickly. Whereas my personal stuff, I try to keep the notifications off.
Keep the Finsta down.
Because I need to not be on it so much. But yeah, it's great. We want to connect with people and answer people's questions and for anything.
I love that.
Yeah.
And of course, one last time, give us the who, what, when, and where for this weekend.
Yes, we will be at One Day doing a bar takeover from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. We've got 5 or 6 new cocktails for you, and it's going to be great. Really looking forward to seeing everybody serving bartending in Waco. I haven't done it in a couple months, 4 months or so, and so it feels good to break the rust off and see everybody and feel that energy again.
I love that.
Yes, Waco, please come out and show us your love. We can't wait to serve you. And yeah, we'll see you there on Saturday.
Perfect. And is there anything else you want to share with our listeners today?
Thanks I mean, thanks for caring and letting us be part of any small thing. If you hang out one time, or if you are a regular, we really appreciate connecting with you, and we do care about the time that we're sharing together. Again, whether that's just the one time or we become best friends. It's why we're doing this. It's for you.
Well, thank you guys so much. Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. It's been amazing having you on today. Thank you for sharing your experience and all the cool things you guys are going to be doing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank
having
you
us.
so much.
Yeah. Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.